Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me today for this time of worship. Today we're going to be singing a song called On Jordan's Stormy Banks I Stand. It is a very old hymn from the late 1700s, and I grew up in a small Baptist church, and we did a lot of hymns, and that was one that always kind of spoke to me and has been speaking to me recently during this time. So the first verse goes like this. It says, "On Jordan's stormy banks I stand and cast a wishful eye to Canaan's fair and happy land where my possessions lie." The first stanza of the song is referring to a verse in the Old Testament from Joshua 3. Verse 7 goes like this. "The Lord spoke to Joshua, 'Today I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel. So they will know that I will be with you just as I was with Moses. Command the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant. When you reach the edge of the water, stand in the Jordan." Now we see in this verse that God is telling Joshua he's with him and that he has a promise for him. And then if we jump down to verse 15 and 16, it says this. "Now the Jordan overflows its banks throughout the harvest season. But as soon as the priests carrying the ark reached the Jordan, their feet touched the water at its edge, and the water flowing downstream stood still." We often feel unable to put our feet in the water. Oftentimes in life we have situations, whether it be with a job or with a relationship or even in our walk with Christ, that we are afraid to move forward and afraid to take that first step. So during this time of worship, I think it would be good for us to think about what is it in our lives right now that we're afraid to step forward, to move into the water and see what God can do in our lives.
Stormy banks I stand and cast a wishful eye to Canaan's fair and happy land where my possessions lie. All o'er those wide extended plains shines one eternal day. There God the sun forever reigns and scatters night away. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. No chilling winds nor poisonous breath can reach that healthful shore. Sickness, sorrow, pain and death are felt and fear no more. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. When shall I reach that happy place and be forever blessed? for the promised land. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land. I am bound, I am bound, I am bound for the promised land.